Jamie, consider it a tip for a job well done. All this week on Good Morning Arizona, we are talking about your work life, helping you navigate the perfect career for you, whether you're searching for a job change or you're just tired of the grind you're in and you want to go in a new direction. We need some expert advice, don't we? So this morning, we are joined by Adam Nibble, who is with the Vincent Benjamin Recruiters, and he's got some really good advice for how to make sure that you stand out. It's highly competitive, especially this time of year.
Absolutely.
People are getting out of college. There's a rush of people probably, ready to jump in for those few competitive jobs out there. So what are some of the key tips of advice that you have?
I think when it comes to your resume, make sure it's always up to date and active out there on the market. Yeah. You want it clear, concise, easy to read, and really written in a way what you're looking for as far as what you want to pursue and how your experience relates to those passions.
That's really your first face forward, right? So Absolutely. If you've got spelling errors, poor grammar, it's not clear that you know even maybe what you're looking for or how to explain what you're good at, no one's going to call you.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone I think thinks they know how to write a perfect resume. Yeah. You talk to anyone, everyone's going to give you their 2 cents. At the end of the day, it's the simple things. Make sure you have a professional email. Make sure it's easy to read. Make sure it doesn't explain things that are hard to explain just kind of in a few phrases and they really need more story to it.
Okay.
Just get them to get invited into your resume so they give you a call and then we can kind of go from there for an interview.
And it's really easy to check up on the validity of claims nowadays, right? It's long gone are the day, the mailed in resumes or the faxed in resumes and you don't know how to maybe, confirm whether this is accurate. You click on social media, you go to your LinkedIn. What's the responsibility there?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is we have this huge social media footprint and everything's kind of connected, LinkedIn, Facebook. So when you put a resume out there, it's basically need to mirror everything else in your life.
Okay.
I mean, we have in the IT world, we do a lot with GitHub and kind of portfolios out there. And so it can be as simple as you have one date and the date's off somewhere else. Companies are kind of looking for, hey, is this person telling me exactly what's going on? Or there have been 2 different stories out there that we have to fact check.
And you're seeing people changing jobs more frequently. I think younger people are more fearless about picking up and starting over and being able to switch from company to company. That's a good thing in a lot of industries, right?
Absolutely. I mean, unemployment in certain niches are pretty tight. We do accounting, finance, and IT, and so it's under 1%. So the market's tight to begin with, but what companies are looking for are people that are adaptable and can come in, solve a problem, and then kind of move on to the next thing. Long gone when you have a career of 30 years at one place. I mean, it's usually a couple years, get the experience, and then kind of either move up in the company or move into a different opportunity.
Take that experience with you and grow. Say somebody's interested in shifting gears, like going into IT. They feel like they're strong in computers, but maybe they've been a teacher, they've been working in HR. How do you start navigating a change when you don't necessarily have the experience to back it up?
Absolutely, great question. I think a lot of people kind of get through life and they kind of have this new passion saying, okay, I've done this for a while, now I'm looking at these other directions I want to spend my time in. We do a lot of meetup groups locally, so it's a kind of a big thing where people socially get connected to stuff that they're interested in, and then they basically, get some passion going. They might do some volunteer through it, and then they kind of get picked up in a network that way. So it really comes down to networking a ton. LinkedIn's a good resource where you can search kind of previous positions you've held and look for people that have made that career change and something you want to pursue, and then pick their brain on how they did it.
This was a great talk, and we're out of time, but if we can close with just one of your interview tips or one of your biggest what not to do.
First impression still counts. Be prepared, be on time, and be positive.
Good advice. Thank you so much. We want to head on to Scott. Scott, always good to check your teeth before you go into an interview, too.